Iterative statements in Java. So good day everyone. So in this video, I will be implementing or creating a program in Java that applies iterative statements. So in my presentation, I am using um, iterative statements like for loop, do while, and do while loop. So let us start for our for loop. So our for loop, we need to do is to um, for loop is used to iterate a specific number of times with a defined initialization, condition, and update expression. So there are three in a for loop. We have the initialization, condition, and also the update. So as we begin in our program, let me say clear this that in this code, we may able to use, of course, the for loop to initialize an integer variable. The integer variable I will be putting is the I to 1. And then so let us start coding. So first we need to do is the for for loop because we are using the for loop. So for, and then the bracket integer, the variable that I am will be using is I is equal to we're gonna add we're gonna add 5. That's an example. So semicolon, and then the variable, which is the um, I is less than or I is less than or equal to um, 10, and then semicolon. And in this for loop, we got after each iteration, the value of I is incremented by 5 with I plus plus. So we will be adding increment, which is the I plus plus. That's it. So and then inside the loop, um, we may use system that print line, and then our the variable, which is the I. So you're gonna put I and then semicolon, and then we're gonna add curly braces. So let us run this code. If run, the output is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 because we are adding we are putting 5 in our integer value, which is 5. So the starting point will be 5 up to 10. So it says here that the loop runs 5 times, printing numbers from 5 to 10. So you can change it anytime. Let's try, for example, 1 and then 15, and then the output would be here starting from 1 to 15. If the loop runs the output will be cutting off in 15 because it says here the loop runs 15 times, printing numbers from 1 to 15. So that is the for loop. And the next one is we'll be tackling is about the while loop. So in while loop, we're gonna simply add the while loop continues as long condition is true. So here in while loop, we may we may need to initialize an integer variable, which is also the I, to the integer value would be 1. So 1 to 1, sorry, um, we initialize an integer variable I to 1 before entering the while loop. So here in while loop, if the while loop continues as long as the condition is true, um, that would be, I think if the I think if the loop is true, the condition will stop. So today we're gonna implementing the code. So we're gonna put integer and then the variable, which is the I, and then we're gonna put 1. That's an example. So we're gonna add the while parenthesis integer is greater, less than, less than or equal to 5, and then the curly braces, and then the next one is here, inside the loop we print the value of 1 using system dot out dot println um, println, and also we're gonna put we will be adding the increment by 1 with I plus plus. So gonna system dot out integer and then semicolon, and then don't forget the plus plus I plus plus and then semicolon. So this is the code of while loop. So if we run this code, um, the output would be 1 2 3 4 5. We can let us try to change this value into 5. You know, put 20. So let us run this code. The output would be here, starting from 5 and then up to 20. So it says here that if the loop runs, I think 15 times, um, the loop will be end. 16 times, So that this is um, the while loop coding in Java. So the next one is the let's move to do while loop. So in do while loop, um, we need to initialize also an integer variable, which is the variable I'm using is I to 1 before entering the do while loop. the code block inside the do is executed at least once. So the code block inside the do is executed at least once. So in the code, let's put our integer variable, which is the I, and then is equal to, let's put 1, and then the semicolon, and then we're gonna put do, and then here inside the loop, we print the value of we print our we print the value of our variable using system that print line, and then we're gonna put our integer variable, which is the I. So here, and then we're gonna add semicolon, and then here we're gonna putting while loop, and then parentheses, um, here is the variable I is less than or equal to 5. So let us see the output of this code. So we're gonna run this. Oh, the output, I think, is infinite. The output is infinite because we are adding 1, and then if the integer is the loop continues as long as the condition is true. So it will continue if the condition is true. So if we try 1, if we try that, then we're gonna run that. So there's no. So it says here the loop runs many times, printing numbers from 1, just like the previous example. So that is my simple output in applying iterative statements in Java. So I just want to say thank you for watching my video, and that's all. Thank you and God bless.